Copy. Vehicle dropped to target location.
Smoke barrage ready.
What would happen if World War II happened today? First thing that would happen is Germany asking Austria to join them, which they would refuse. Germany would have no choice but to attack them, take their territory. The next thing, the Czech Republic would fight strong. There would be no match for the German army. Germany attacked Poland. Today, we mentioned, give Germany some.
Get the medic here now!
Germany would be losing. It would shock everyone. Territory. However, the Eastern Front wouldn't look good, with Poland pushing deep into their territory. With Germany being overwhelmed, their army wouldn't be able to defend their country. That's what would happen. Everyone knows Hitler started World War II, but how did he manage to take over 11 countries in under a year, especially with a smaller army? It all started with Poland in 1939. Then, within months, Denmark, Norway, Belgium, the Netherlands, Luxembourg, and France. By 1940, he added Yugoslavia, Greece, and parts of North Africa. But how did Hitler pull this off with fewer troops? You see, he used a strategy called blitzkrieg. Instead of fighting head-on, he hit countries with shock attacks, and by the time they reacted, the war was already over. Everyone knows.
Why did Germany lose the World War II? So Germany was almost unstoppable during the start of war. It easily annexed countries like Czechoslovakia, Austria, and Poland. And Germany also defeated France, which was one of the strongest countries. Then why did Germany still lose the war? So firstly, Germany made a huge mistake by invading the Soviet Union. This invasion was a terrible idea because Germany was not ready to face the full military power of Soviet Union. Secondly, Germany made another big mistake by declaring war on the United States. Why did Germany lose the world?
Why is Finland not blamed for partnering with Germans in World War II? First, let's take a look at some history. Finland gained its independence from the Russian Empire in 1917, and these were its borders. However, at the start of World War II, the USSR decided to invade Finland in order to retake the entire nation. This is the reason why Finland sought German assistance to defeat the Soviets. You see, Germany is blamed because it was attacking everyone, while Finland was simply fighting the invaders. Why is Finland not?
What would have happened if Germany won World War II? In order for this to happen, the whole timeline of World War II would have to change. After invading France and occupying Paris in June of 1940, Germany should have first invaded Italy and Britain before breaking the non-aggression pact it had with the Soviet Union. Once Germany had proven to be a superpower by occupying France, Italy, and Britain, Nazis should have given the remaining allies an ultimatum that would make sure Germany and its new land would be at peace. This would make Germany a winner in World War II. Because of this, the Cold War would never occur. The United States wouldn't be a superpower, and NATO wouldn't exist. Years later, Germany would have relations with Russia, and if Ukraine ever decided to become independent, they would have to fight for independence on two fronts, with Russians on one and Germans on the second front. This would give Germans an opportunity to expand their territory even more, and that's what would have happened
What if Italy never joined Hitler but stayed friendly neutral, like Spain in World War II? Germany would actually be way stronger without Italy dragging them down. After France's fall in 1940, Germany doesn't have to waste massive resources bailing out Italy in North Africa, Greece, and the Balkans. The invasion of Soviet Union never gets delayed, and the attack begins in May, potentially capturing Moscow before winter hits. Plus, all those German troops and supplies sent to Africa and Greece go straight to the Eastern Front instead. And with no invasion of Italy, D-Day becomes the only Western Front, possibly happening earlier with more troops. Germany still loses the war eventually, but Italy comes out as the real winner, avoiding 500,000 deaths and keeping their entire...
He broke the punching bag world record without ever swinging a fist. The boy grew up obsessed with arcades. Every weekend, he trained on the punching bag game, dreaming of the top score. He even built a tiny bionic arm to swing harder, but nothing worked. Frustrated, he started studying the machines, watching, tapping, measuring every motion. Slowly, he discovered a secret, a hidden pattern that no one else had noticed. On the day of the challenge, the crowd leaned in, expecting a massive punch, but he didn't swing. Instead, he pulled a tiny arcade card from his pocket, then a Pez dispenser. He tapped the bag lightly, and the score immediately jumped to record-breaking numbers. The audience froze, jaws dropped. You see, the punching bag has a tiny sensor inside. Every time the bag swings, a small piece passes through the sensor. The machine measures how long the piece blocks the sensor. From that, it guesses how hard the punch is. Hit it at just the right moment, and the machine thinks you're the strongest person alive. The game was never about strength. It was a scam designed to cheat players out of their money.
So which country spends the least amount of money on NATO? First, let's look at who spends the most.